Okay, so sticking with our guillotine theme, we did a guillotine from close guard on Monday. We're going to do a guillotine from butterfly, seated butterfly position today, okay? So if I'm in seated butterfly and he's on his knees, so he's more of in like an attacking position, okay? And I'm in more of like a defensive position. Let's go both knees on the mat. You'll end up in this situation a lot, okay? Or I'm kind of in seated butterfly and he's on his knees going to be coming into me. If I want to do a guillotine on him, I can't just like grab him and try to get my arm over his head. I mean, I could try that, but it's not going to work, right? He's never gonna let me do that. And the guillotine works whenever their head is at your shoulder level. So I want to try to find a way to get his head to my shoulder level without just telegraphing what I'm going to do, okay? So real simple setup here. I'm in my seated butterfly position. Usually you're scooting, right? I'm going to put one foot on the outside of his knee, okay? So this foot, I'm going to put to the outside, all right? I'm going to get a collar tie here and try to get some sort of wrist or arm control on the other side. It's not totally imperative that you have that. You can still do it without that, but it helps. And I'm going to take my other foot and I'm going to kick the inside of his knee out. I'm not going to kick into him where the power is. I'm going to kick it out that way. I'm going to pull his head forward towards this armpit and try to get him to put his hand on the mat. Boom. Okay? So pushing his knee out breaks his base, right? Makes it much easier. If he had his knee there and I'm just pulling, he's got a good base. But if I push his knee out and pull, whoop, goes right down, okay? Now look where his head is. It's already basically below my shoulder, right where I want it for the guillotine. So we just scoot in, reach around the neck, same grip here, grabbing the blade of the hand, okay? Reach around the neck, grab the blade of the hand. Then I'm going to sit back to this hip, this butt cheek, throw this leg over. I can, if I want to, swim this shin across his waist as I sit back. Not totally imperative for the move, but it's useful, okay? So we get to here, I sit back with it, and I bring, look what I'm doing with my forearm, okay? It's a high elbow guillotine. I bring my forearm, that gripping arm, up and over his shoulder, right? Leg over the back, and then we squeeze. So that high elbow position there locks him in so he can't drive into me and relieve the pressure, all right? So again, from the beginning, we're here. I got to make sure I get this foot, the one that's going to go over his back, to the outside of his knee, okay? If I go for the move and I have this on the inside, boom, when I come here and I fall back, I don't have it, yeah. I can't kick that over and block him, right? The whole purpose of putting this leg over his back is so that he can't circle out of the guillotine, all right? And this foot has to be clear to do that. So real sneakily, it's a very minor move. Before you go for the move, just put it out there. You may not even notice. Grab the head, grab the arm, kick, pull, boom. Wrap around the neck, okay? Scoot in. I'm going to put this one across his shin this time. Like I said, not imperative, but helpful. As I fall back, I'm whipping my elbow up across his shoulder and coming to here and then submitting. Okay, we'll do other side. Same thing on other side, right? I'm going to put this foot on the outside this time. I'm coming to the back of his head. I'm getting wrist control. I'm pulling his head to the opposite armpit, pushing. He's posting, grabbing around the neck, scooting in. Now look, I'm going to trap his arm this time. Totally fine. It's actually worse for him. Sometimes his arm will be out here. Sometimes his arm will be here. Doesn't matter for the move. It's actually a little better if it's like that. Fall back, leg over, high elbow. Finish the move. Okay. You got one more in you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, last time. Any questions before I do last time? No? Okay.
Ask now.
Ask now. Forever hold your peace. So we're here. Foot to the outside, grabbing the back of the neck, grabbing the wrist, kicking the foot, or kicking the knee out, breaking the base, grabbing the head, snatching my own wrist, sitting back, foot across, and then high elbow on it. Okay? So that high elbow is coming down and around. Down and around over the shoulder. You feel it? You got questions? Come on, Daniel, last one. Uno más. So he's seated. Okay, we're here. Getting collar tie, getting the wrist, kicking, breaking the base, grabbing the throat, scooting in, putting the foot across if I want, across the shin, falling to the side, high elbow. They may try to roll out, that's fine. You just go with them. All right. Okay, cool. Let's partner up. No questions? Okay. Partner up. Do it 2 times on each side, then switch. 1, 2, 3.